One of the biggest mysteries in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, beside who Ollie is where is our boy PJ Pug-A-Pillar? You may think that he died in Chapter 2, but that is not the case since the developers have actually officially confirmed that PJ the Pug-A-Pillar has actually stayed alive and did not die in Chapter 2. Thanks to Sheep Rampage in his video posted over a year ago talking about Chapter 3 developments, the Mob Entertainment had a whole Discord chat where they went through a whole Q&A, answering questions, things like that. Sadly, they do not record or do not allow recordings or anything like that, so sadly we have no visual or audio proof of them actually saying this, but come on, trust Sheep Rampage, man. You can even ask the devs on Twitter, something like that, if you want to get extra clarification, or even Discord at this point. But we already had confirmation that PJ Pug-A-Pillar is still alive and did not die like Bunzo and the Mini Huggies. So now the only logical question remains is, of course, where is he in Chapter 3? If he's still alive and is the only character that so far survived in Chapter 2, where is he? Well, right now I have 6 little mini theories on where I do think he is, and I do think the last 2 theories definitely connect into the one that I do think is possible. So let's go hop on to theory 1. Catnap hunted him down. What do I mean by this? We all seen the shrine and of course the playhouse area, and everybody said that, yo, PJ Pug-A-Pillar's corpse is there, so of course PJ Pug-A-Pillar is dead. This could be a theory of how Catnap wanted to build a shrine so he went around hunting, you know, different toys. So of course he went and hunted down PJ Pug-A-Pillar and of course put him on the shrine. This is of course possible, and it could have been something that did happen in the game. Do I think it happened? I don't know, really. It seems possible that this could have happened, but the PJ looks a lot smaller than the PJ we actually seen, and I do think, you know, PJ might actually put up a fight for this. That's why I do think this is probably a 50-50 chance of this actually happening. But you guys let me know in the comments below what do you think about theory 1. But let's go on to theory 2, is that he's still wandering around the factory and just hanging around. So yes, I do think that maybe, you know, PJ's just wandering around the facility. He doesn't want to get in any more trouble. He's just chilling in the game station or doing any other things. This could be possible. It could be why he's on in Chapter 3, just because he's just hanging around, you know? So you can let me know in the comments below, out of the first 2 theories, which one do you think it is? Do you think Catnap killed him, or do you think he's just hanging and chilling around, you know, just the regular stuff? But moving on to theory 3, which is of course another reasonable theory, which is pretty short, is because he died because he ran out of food. This could be another option, is that PJ of course dies since there's nothing more to feast on, since, you know, they need to eat to stay alive, and that could be debunked with all the different mini toy parts around with blood most likely being viable sources for food. And now with now with Bunzo and the Mini Huggies dead and also Mommy's corpse still there, I do think that Bunzo will have enough food to sustain him for a while, so I do not think that he died because he ran out of food. So now let's just go on to theory number 4, where things start to get interesting. You probably realize I speed ran through theory 1, 2, and of course 3, because those are simple ones. I'm not going to go think of a full 5-minute discussion of why I do think Catnap hunted him down. But theory number 4 is a little bit more interesting. What if the prototype made him part of him off camera? We do know that Mommy was scared that the prototype was going to make him part of him, and of course when everyone usually died, like we've seen with, you know, now with Catnap and Mommy Longlegs, they both got dragged along with the prototype and been made part of him. So what if the prototype off camera went and killed PJ and made him part of him, but it was sadly nothing as important to show on camera since he was just a character in Chapter 2. This could be of course possible, and I do think that this is another case of something that could happen, but I feel like if this did happen, we might have got some type of sound cue, we might have got some little notes, maybe a little Easter egg or something, because when PJ and of course Huggies died, you hear screaming in the vents, you know they died. They wanted to let you know they died. If you look up in the game station after that, you can literally see their corpses in a web. So yeah, the devs wanted you to know that they died. So if they would have killed someone also like PJ, I think the devs would have wanted us to know that the prototype killed him and made him part of him. Unless PJ's is not as important to become part of the prototype and he just didn't want to. So it could be any of the other 4. Hey, guess what? This is the halfway mark, and if you made it here, that means I am legally required to ask you to subscribe. I am not legally required to, but I would like you guys to subscribe. You know, subscribing only takes a few seconds. It doesn't take, you know, that long, but if you do not want to subscribe, liking liking, commenting, finishing watching the rest of the video, any of the above really do help out this channel. And if you really are enjoying the video, it's definitely one of the best things to do, man. But if you don't want to continue watching the video, like I said, it's also really good. It helps the algorithm recommend this video to more people. But if you do not subscribe, this Huggy will get you. He will find you and hunt you down. There is no escape from the Huggy. You're not gonna last. Huggy will find you. I also want to say, guys, that on the thumbnail, that amazing looking Huggy Model A scene, guys, that's actually a concept art from Montia Games TV. I hope I pronounced that right. This renders, of course, from a PJ Pug-A-Pillar video of what if PJ Pug-A-Pillar was in Project Playtime, and that model just looks so amazing. I thought that looks fitting for Chapter 3, so of course, I want to add it into the thumbnail, so a huge credit to Montia. Hope I still said it right on Monty. Channel linked is in the description. But now moving on to the last two theories. The one which I think is one of these two, or maybe a combination of both of these. Theory number 5, he's being saved for future chapters. There is a possibility that PJ is, of course, being saved for different chapters. Maybe chapter 5, maybe chapter 6. Who knows at this point? He's definitely being saved for something. Why? Because if he didn't hop up in this chapter, the reason also could be reason number 6, or theory number 6. But he could be saved for a future chapter. Maybe he's meant to be at a humongous final boss fight, something like that. Maybe he's meant to be in a different scenario. Maybe he's just not meant to, of course, be in this chapter. He could be in chapter 5, 4, who knows? Maybe the devs just want to save PJ, just to save our boy. But now moving on to the final, last 6th theory. Where, of course, the last one is PJ doesn't just belong in the PlayStation. What I mean is that PJ doesn't belong in Playcare, because we know Ollie said that Playcare is the home of the smiling critters, the home of Catnap. So, if it's Catnap's hunting ground and it's of course home to the smiling critters, why would PJ go and wander around into territory that isn't his? It makes sense that, of course, since that's of course other territory, and in this chapter 3 we've only seen smiling critters, and of course we do see tiny little versions of toys, and of course Miss Delight, can't forget about her, but she was meant to be in the Playcare. All of them are meant to be in the Playcare. So why would PJ go out of his way and go into territory that isn't his just to probably be hunted down by Catnap, because of course that is not their territory. So I do think that it makes sense for PJ to stay in the game station, his place, where he belongs. He belongs in statue, so I do think he's definitely just hanging around over there, and I do think that he belongs down. He doesn't want to go into other people's territory. But hey, that's just a theory. You guys can let me know in the comments below, out of all 6 theories, which one do you think is actually possible? I do think that theory, of course, 5 and 6 could possibly be the case. I do feel like this is nice territory, so he's staying out of it, and I do think that they're also saving him for future chapters. But you guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys do think about this. So you guys can let me know in the comments below, what is your theories? What do you think happened to PJ Pug-A-Pillar in chapter 3? Let me know if you agree with it. Let me know if you agree with any of the different theories I shared with you today. And that's me for this video. Don't forget to watch this theory video since it's pretty interesting.